and he sees it as the end of capitalism.
Really?
Which I think I applaud and I pray is right. Because, I mean, capitalism has been the bind for the entire world. It's literally led to us totally mistreating the earth and mistreating each other. Because it's all been about, well, survival of the fittest, get what you can, and take heck with anything else. So, yeah, I really, really hope he's right.
Yeah, so Dr. Carl Calleman has spent his entire career understanding the Mayan and the people, their prophecies, their wisdom and understanding of the stars and astrology.
I remember when Craig and I started reading his Mayan Calendar Transformation of Consciousness. We couldn't wait. It was just so amazing because it corroborated 17 years of my work with the thesis. And we thought, well, this is wonderful. And we were really looking forward to reading his next book, The Purposeful Universe. Boy, were we not disappointed.
Really?
He talks about literally operations in the universe that coincide with visions I had back in 2006, which we related in our thesis. Remember the door? You've got like 12 spinning trees, 11 spinning trees like
Yes.
globes. Well, Dr. Calleman talked about the spinning trees of life. And I could believe it. And the tree of life being the centre of the universe. I mean, it just follows on so much. We just come at it from a different angle. I mean, I've been guided spiritually. I've never decided what book I'm going to read. It's purely and simply what I'm guided to. And it's just blown my mind how accurate he is. And of course, now we know that the Mayans, as well, along with a lot of other indigenous tribal elders in South America, are calling for this wonderful ceremony to literally create portals in 200 sites in the world. And, I know people probably go, oh, portals, what do they mean by portals? Obviously, they're not talking about literally doorways or somewhere that somebody walks through. They're talking about portals of energy. Actually allow spiritual energy to come through and for us to become more in line with the universal and the divine plan. That's what I see as. In fact, one of the places the meeting is called God's Door.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I found that really, really quite amazing.
So this is an event. What is the date for this?
What is it? The 11/11/11
11,
that
11,
everyone's
11.
talking about.
This is a huge date as far as.
Which is the main reason why we put the press release out, because if people can see past October the 28th and see the world continuing after October the 28th, or even after October the 26th, with Elenin, who I believe is supposed to be coming, some people say, closer to us than the moon.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an awful lot of information out there. You just can't pick what's true or not. So what I always want to focus on is energy. It's not solid. There's no such thing as solid matter. It's all energy. And we are literally affecting how our reality plays out. So if we just focus on realizing 11/11/11, which is, I believe, 13 days or 14 days after the so-called end of the world, end of the Mayan calendar, then we can just consider that there are multiple indigenous elders that have tracked the end of the world, end of the calendar, for thousands of years. They don't think it's coming to an end. They're holding a ceremony. And so there's no point in holding a ceremony if it's all coming to an end.
Yeah. Ceremonies concerning what? What are they?
When I went to Adam, I think his name's Calleman, website, and he basically talks about holding a ceremony for the elements, the 4 directions, and the 3 worlds. And it's about, as I said, opening portals and connecting with 200 groups of light workers worldwide, because they hope to activate 200 portals worldwide. That in itself would totally raise the consciousness of the world. That brings me back to understanding why we want 144,000 people. It's just another reason we're doing the press release, because it's been a kind of a lull, if you would. It's almost as if people don't think they need to become world peacemakers and give us their name for the map. And that's not true. That was just the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, it facilitated us literally holding the energy worldwide in every single country. It might help for me to explain what I was shown. The purple dots aren't on the ground, so to speak. I see them as like a purple energy field hovering over the country. And beneath that purple cloud, if you would, there are all these lights. So I know that within every one of those countries, millions upon millions of people are world peacemakers. Just one from each country. And of course, we need 144,000 to basically hold the energy to connect with the 11/11 event in Peru and later Chicago. And that's basically what we're here to do.
Wow, that's fantastic. You say you need 144,000 by October 26th, by October 28th, and yet you need 777,000 by June 21st, 2012.
That's because 144,000 are just peacemakers.
Ah, okay.
The 777,000, although I have to admit, I suspect a lot of this number, 777,000, are in that 144,000, are contributing to the Know Thyself initiative.
Oh, yes.
They have a part to play. They have something to bring to the world. And the Know Thyself initiative is a gathering of all that information that's been, that we've basically forgotten. We have to bring it all together, and it's from all over the world. And so we just have to wait and see how we go. I'm not exactly sure how it's all going to play out.
Yeah, I think that's key, and I think you hit it right on the head. If we try to have expectations of how things are going to play out, in my own personal life, things never turned out the way that I thought that they would.
Exactly.
Certainly, this is the case for that. But again, thank you for taking the time to speak with me.
Welcome.